What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be using the iPhone 16 Pro Max and I am going to be shooting in cinematic mode, and I'm going to make this video from start to finish all on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I am going to be editing in CapCut because CapCut is the only program from the timestamp of this video that can only handle the iPhone 16 Pro Max footage because it's just a lot of information and the file sizes are pretty big. So right now you're watching the iPhone 16 Pro Max footage currently. It's pretty insane already. I'm going to be using the 12 megapixel camera. That's the front facing camera, the selfie camera for Snapchat, Instagram, videos that you would use this camera to film yourself. I'm going to be using this camera. I'm going to be using the back facing cameras as well all throughout the video. You guys can get a glimpse of what this phone can do. Before this video even started, with me just testing out the camera and the quality, I gotta say it's insane where technology has gone from my 12 Pro Max to this phone. Light years ahead of quality. It's insane. I'm going to be shooting in 24 frames per second. It's going to be cinematic mode. My f-stop is going to be at f2.8 because that's what I usually shoot on my more professional cameras, my mirrorless camera and my DSLR. Let's continue on with the video. All right, so now we are back home and I am currently doing laundry, so that's why you can hear that in the background. I just wanted to test out the 48 megapixel side of things, which are the 3 cameras on the back of the phone. Right now I'm testing out the 1X. That's the setting that it's at right now. That's the widest that you can go. I'm shooting at f2.8. I'm also shooting at 24 frames per second, and I'm also shooting in 4K. So this is what it kind of looks like in a darker setting. I do have the light kind of close to me. I did test this out where I was faced the other way, and there's just a lot of grain and the image is pretty blurry, but just with a little bit of light, let's see what this looks like compared to the 12 megapixel camera that's on the front of the camera. We'll go ahead and switch over. My guess, before we even switch over, there will be a lot of grain compared to this image here because of the lack of megapixels provided. Let's switch over to the other camera. All right, we are on the other camera. We are on the front-facing camera. We are on the selfie camera, the camera that most people use for pretty much everything that they do, whether that be Snapchatting, FaceTiming, Zoom calling, or anything of that sort. Right now we are shooting f2.8 for the aperture. We are shooting 4K and we are doing the 24 frames per second because I just love shooting in 24 frames per second. Just love the look. Some people don't like the look. They like that faster, more realistic 30 frames or 60 frames per second look. I don't necessarily like that. It's too vloggy for me. I just don't really care for it. Unless I have to shoot in 60 frames and then slow it down in post to 24 frames, then yeah. But if I'm shooting anything for vlogging or anything that, any tutorial or unboxing videos, I'm still shooting 24. So, but if you're one of those people that love shooting in 30 and 60, you can shoot in 30 on the back facing camera. You can shoot in HD and you can also shoot in 4K. You can't shoot any faster frame rates than 30, but for my purpose of using this camera, this phone for filming and making YouTube videos, I think this is going to be a go-to camera. They say that the best camera that you have is the one that's on you all the time. Honestly, compared to my professional camera that I use, it comes really close. There's definitely a battle going on right there. I mean, it's pretty neck and neck. So the purposes for using certain tools are getting more narrow and everything's kind of just now meeting in the middle. In my opinion, for the tools that I now currently have, which is this phone and my professional cameras, It's interesting to see this happen. This is pretty legit, not gonna lie. It's just nice to see that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will allow me to do this, film in public, and it's not gonna be real too awkward because everyone else takes their phones out in public anyway. So it's nice to be able to do that and have nice quality for my YouTube videos. And that's mainly where I put everything, is on YouTube. Most of my work, I would have to say, is on YouTube. And I think this is really great. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is really cool. Just geeking out here. So we're still shooting on the front-facing camera, which is the camera that is used for FaceTime calls and whatnot. Just wanted to get into a different room with more light. You guys can see that there's bokeh in the background. It's like a digital bokeh in the background. It's a phone, but it's not that bad, honestly. And I feel like this is a great camera. This is better than the Canon G7X. I'm gonna have to put my foot down and say that in terms of clarity, because the Canon G7X Mark II only shoots 1080p, and I don't know what the megapixel count is for the Canon G7X, but this is 4K. That kind of makes up for a lot of it. And one more time is the back-facing camera. It's at 1x zoom, so it's the widest zoom that there is for the setting, just so you guys can get one more look with a little bit brighter light. What do you guys think? Is it pretty decent for a cell phone? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's gonna end today's video, this little vlog here about the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let me know what you think. But I'm gonna peace out for now. Thanks for watching. It's been real. Keep it real. You know what it is.